Out of the three Minecraft dimensions, the nether is the one I died in by far the most. And it makes sense, right? I didn't expect actual hell to be easy. So today, I'm trying to conquer the nether dimension in my forever world. So I would have the least amount of reason in the world to come back to it ever again. Also, as always, forgive my English, and let's get into the video. So in order to conquer the nether dimension, I would need to do a few very dangerous things. But before any of this, I need to craft a gold armor, so piglins won't attack me. And this is extremely important, because the first thing in my list is to loot a bastion, more specifically to get the upgrader and the armor trim. And sure enough, I spotted the bastion, after only a few minutes in the nether. This is great, of course, but it was only the easy part. You see, the bastion has two types of mobs, piglins and piglin brutes. Now, the normal piglins can do only up to 2 hearts of damage, which is a lot, but it's fine because they won't attack me. However, the brutes are a different story. You see, every single hit of a brute can do up to 4 hearts of damage. They are also hostile, no matter what. And if I ever hit any of them, once, literal army of piglins would try and kill me. Before even entering the bastion, I first bow down one of the skeletons I saw, and you will understand later why. Then I dug into a wall and tried to take down the brute without risking my life. I tried to make a spear so I could outrange him, but then one of the skeletons from before shot me down and dropped me down to the brute. And just like that, I was dead. There was nowhere to run to. I couldn't fight the brute, and even if I would somehow manage to take him down, there were 3 more waiting for me. Or at least, that's what I would say, if I didn't have my absolute cinematic skills. I ran and jumped down, and by pure luck, I survived on 1 heart. I locked in completely. I killed around 10 piglins, and dug my way back to the chest room, where I strategically opened my first chest, which had an iron block and some other trash. But then the second and third chest had both the trim and the upgrader, and some golden carrots. This was great, because it means I won't need to go to the lower bastion and risk my life again. Then I went back to the portal, to keep the template safe, and then I took 2 cows and bred them for my enchanting setup later on. And I prepared my inventory for the fortress, even taking some golden carrots and golden apple, just in case things will go south. I then returned to the nether, gather some blocks, and start walking in a random direction, hoping to see either a fortress or a soul sand valley, when suddenly, this happened. I completed an achievement that required you to explore every single nether biome, which was great, because now I don't need to explore to find new ones. But it also meant I missed the soul sand valley. After around 10 minutes of searching, I finally found the soul sand valley, but also I found my second structure, another bastion. I tried to see if it was worth it and, but eventually I decided not to. Look, I already have the 2 things this bastion can offer me, and I'm not willing to put my life in risk again. Not for just some pieces of gold. However, I did take like 20 tons of bone blocks and some soul sand and a few happy ghasts for a cool build. Finally, I found the 3rd bastion. Now, to be fair, this one is the coolest one, and I did took the cores because it have like 50% to have netherite ingot, but still 3 bastion before a single fortress. But eventually, after another 15 minutes of digging in one direction, almost dying to lava twice, I found a fortress. So I made my way to the fortress when suddenly a ghast started attacking me. Now this was usual in the nether, of course. Ghasts appear everywhere. But this one was different. I tried and shoot her with a bow, and instead of just hitting her, the literal craziest thing happened. Hit her own fireball, launching it backward to her, and getting the achievement at the same time, while also getting the music disc. By accident. This is crazy. Unlike the bastion, the fortress requires you to fight the mobs, which is a big problem considering my armor is very weak right now. When I tried to enter the fortress, 3 blazes spotted me and attacked me from 20 billion blocks away. So I used my UHC techniques and blocked my way into the fortress and killed the blazes. I then went around killing even more blazes when I finally got my first blaze rod. The fortress was so chaotic, I also saw 2 mobs starting attacking 2 other mobs. A piglin start attacking a wither skeleton, which he loses, and a blaze start attacking a skeleton, which was like the funniest thing at 12 a.m. After that, I found the blaze spawner, and I camped it a little. I went down just to heal a little bit, but when I came up, there was a group of blazes near the spawner. At the time, I didn't see any problem with that, so I went to kill them. That was the biggest mistake I could have done. You see, without even realizing it, I was surrounded by blazes, and after a moment of running and fighting, my helmet broke mid-fight. Now this was bad. I didn't have a helmet, and I was surrounded by 20 billion blazes. I thought it's the right time to eat one of my 2 only golden apples. So I did it, and then I started running to the chest area, because I didn't want to fight the blazes right now. Gotta admit, this part was way more chill. However, it was kinda boring actually. Extremely boring. I searched through the entire fortress and didn't see the armor trim. However, I did find nether wart, which was great for an XP farm I really want to build later on. I ended up going back just to kill 2 more blazes, and then I went back to my portal with my 8 blaze rods and my very happy montage. So I got home, I brought some of my shroom light, and I expanded my pumpkin farm. I then took 2 more cows to make the breeding process way faster. But that is it for now. I won't have to go to the nether for any good reason, at least not for now. And what's a better way to finish the video than that? So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you like it, because it will make part 3 come way faster. And please forgive my accent and my terrible English. I am working on it, it takes time, I'm not from the UK or something. Goodbye.